everyone's. Happy New Year's Day. We're getting ready to fix some dinner. Now, I don't know what y'all do for New Year's Day, but we do most of the Southern traditions. We're going to have pork. We're going to have cabbage. We're going to have black-eyed peas. I got a couple of different ways you can do this if you're like me and don't like black-eyed peas. Sorry, dogs. All right, so this is just a little bit of all-purpose flour, and I have seasoned this the same way I have seasoned my pork. I have got some poultry seasoning, some celery salt, some garlic powder, and some pepper. There's no salt in here because there's a lot of salt in that. I have 2 pans going right now. This one has bacon grease. I'll tell you why here in just a minute. And this one has regular grease, okay? This stupid eye, we're going to get in a fight because it literally is stuck. And I'm not going to be able to cook on that. I'm going to have to move it because it, oh, are you coming off a high now? You going to make me out to be a liar? You are. All right. Let me show you what we got over here. Now, I've already prepped a few things. The Prince is not real big on cabbage, so I'm just making a small amount. This is my pork that is seasoned with the same stuff that's in my powder. It's been sitting in buttermilk for about an hour and a half because it makes it delicious. That's why. Now, what I did was I bought a pork loin roast. It was real decent sized. It was only $10. I got 8 tenderloin steaks, I guess, if you would, for that. I mean, I would have paid $11 for 4 of those in a packet, so I just cut them myself, and the other 4 are in they're in the freezer. There's the black-eyed peas. I've rinsed his off. Mine are in the refrigerator. So what we're going to do is we're going to coat these in the flour. We're going to fry them, and then that cabbage is going to go in the bacon grease with a few other things. All right, so we got us some fancy pork chops going off in here. We just dredged them in flour. You don't need to see me do that. Bacon grease, which is pretty hot. We are going to add some garlic powder, and we are going to add some no salt Cajun seasoning to make her spicy. All right, now to that, we put some Creole seasoning. We put a little bit of chili powder and then also some cumin because he likes his to kind of taste like chili. So that's what we did. When it's beautiful and brown, turn it over. Please don't cook your pork to death. We want it done, but we'd like it to not be dry as a bone. I've got this on a little bit of higher heat because I like to have a little bit of brown on my cabbage, but I also still like it to have a little bit of crunch. All right, for me, that cabbage is done. I'm going to turn it off and put it in a bowl so that it stops cooking. If you will clean your cast iron while it's still hot, it's a whole lot easier to do, and then put it back on the heat so that we cook off all of the water. We don't want any rust. Now, I'm one that I absolutely cannot stand black-eyed peas, if y'all couldn't tell from the introduction. So what did I do? I make Texas caviar for me. This is basically 1 can of black-eyed peas. Rinse them off really good. There's a couple of Roma tomatoes diced up. There's a half of an onion diced up. There is 1 whole jalapeno that's fresh, seeds removed because I'm a baby, and then a whole bunch of cilantro, lime, and salt. That's it. It is basically pico de gallo with black-eyed peas. And then you can eat it aside, or you can eat it with tortilla chips, and that's how I get my black-eyed peas intake. Now, do any of these things actually help? I don't know. But we're Southern, and it's tradition, and that's what we do here. So I'm not willing to find out if it is or it isn't. So we do the things because that's what we do in the South. So I'm going to get my plate up because that took me, babies, about 20 minutes, just FYI. Yep, it did not take long to fry those up or to fry that cabbage. That took me about 25 minutes. So we're going to let it cool off just a little bit so I don't burn my mouth whole, and then we'll come back and I'll show you our New Year's Eve dinner, or our New Year's Day dinner, excuse me. Sorry, New Year's Day, also, and don't do your laundry. All right, so here we go. I've got 1 pork tenderloin. I've got my cabbage. I've got my Texas caviar. So we're going to give it a little bite. No, I don't need a steak knife. I'm not a barbarian. I know how to cook pork. A butter knife will suffice. And you can see that's perfect. on the inside because I know what I'm doing, babies. Oh, sorry. Other than trying to keep that light out of your face. So here you go. Happy New Year's. Eat your pork. Eat your cabbage or your greens. Either one. Cabbage is still a green. And don't forget those black-eyed peas, even if you don't like them. Okay, here we go. Cheers. Piggy. I mean, I ain't mad at it. That's a good pork chop. I purposely did met gravy this time. Ooh, that's a good pork chop. So let's try our spicy cabbage. Now, personally, I like cabbage. The Prince doesn't. He will probably eat a spoonful of this just because so he said he did. But I like me some cabbage. That's delicious. Now, I've already had some of my Texas caviar today. I started early because I ain't eating that much. And there's no way I'm going to get this whole thing at today. It just is what it is. Piggy is down here bear hugging my leg because she wants its fork and she ain't getting it. If you hate black-eyed peas, it's a little spicier now than it was this morning. This is a really good way to eat it because you can't taste them. It's just a texture. They don't really taste like anything. They just kind of take on the flavor of what's in it, so it just tastes like you're eating pico de gallo, and I ain't mad at that. Ma'am, no. She's pissed at me. She's been mad at me all day long. It's a good way to get all your things in. So there you go. This is pretty much what I said to 2025. I'll say it again. Okay? Hoping 2026 is going to be better for you and for me. And obviously, for Piggy. Okay. Love you. Bye.